Gentiles, nation, people. Usually it means a non-Israelite people. Judges 4 and 2.
Go to Judges 4 and 2 real quick. Matter of fact, Judges 4 and 1. Read that. Give them the light.
Judges 4 and 1. And the children of Israel again did evil in the sight of the Lord when Ehud was dead. And the Lord sold them into the hand of Jabin, king of Canaan, that reigned in Hazor, the captain of whose host was Sisera, which dwelt in Harosheth of the Gentiles.
Yeah, right. That's talking about the Gentiles, man. Actual nations. It doesn't specifically say the nations, but it's what nation, but it's talking about the nations. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 11 and 10.
You read that in the book?
Khan.
In that book?
Khan. That was the next scripture.
Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter.
Paragraph again from the book again.
Khan.
Because you're going to find out that this book, we use the Zandervan Bible Dictionary and other Bible dictionaries, the Blue Letter Bible. We're not saying that these books are accurate, but a lot of this is accurate, but a lot of it is not accurate. So we use this to confirm what we're teaching, man. Even Esau says that, the same thing that we're teaching. So that's why we use this. But in this, the definition for Gentiles, they're going to go off on certain scriptures. So read that again and let him read.
All right, Gentiles, nation, people. Usually it means a non-Israelite people. Judges 4 and 2, Isaiah 11 and 10.
Now, the fact that they say usually it means a non-Israelite people, they know that there are Israelites that are being called Gentiles. That's why they said that, man. Go ahead.
Isaiah 11 and 10. And in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. To it shall the Gentiles seek.
Who is that talking about right there? It's talking about the nation of Israel. All right?
Right, it says, which shall stand for, in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people.
Yeah, and the thing about it, because, see, the reason why this is written is because Israel was scattered throughout all these different nations. So the ensign is what? The truth, the scriptures being brought out to gather them from among these nations. And then as you read on, then it's going to explain to you where among these nations that Israel is among these nations and where among them they are.
Right, it said, which shall stand for an ensign of the people, to which shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. And in that day, it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar.
You're going to have to read that again. Now, I clicked on that. I went to the scripture in the blue letter, and I clicked on the word Gentile, right? Or Gentiles. The word in the Hebrew is Gowaya, right? That's H1471. That's why you got to know that Hebrew. And it says, now check this out. It says nation, people, usually of non-Hebrew people, also of descendants of Abraham, of Israel, of swarm of locusts, other animals. So in this context is talking about Israelites. But if you're not, if you're not learned, or the Spirit's not dealing with you, you're going to say, well, that's talking about Gentiles, man. That's why when you go to the New Testament and it speaks about Paul going to the Gentiles, those were Israelites, man. They weren't not people of another nation. Cornelius was an Israelite.
That's right. So it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria.
The remnant of his people, the remaining of his people is who? The nation of Israel, man. Somebody give me Amos 3? Start from 1. That's why you got a whole lot of different Israelites out there, man. Israel's getting out there, man. Esau can't stop it. Israel's all out there, but you got guys teaching one thing, you got other groups teaching something else. You got break off from other groups teaching something else.
You had some brothers watching the show in what was it, East Africa? Kenya. Keep putting the comments. So
let me say this. Yeah, the brother out there in Kenya, man, if you an Israelite, then you're going to be delivered, man. That's right. All right? You're going to be delivered. The brother out there in the Philippines, if he's an Israelite, he gonna be delivered, man. You got a brother in Mexico. All right. So we shouting you brothers out, man.
This is Amos 3:1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquity.
Now, when did that change? It never changed, man. Go ahead.
The next scripture is Isaiah 42:1.
okay, Khan. Isaiah chapter 42, verse 1. Behold, my servant whom uphold mine elect, and my soul, in whom my soul delighteth.
Let me say something on that. Who's the elect? I'd ask you, right, you answered correctly. Israel, the whole nation of Israel is the elect. Now, when we speak about we're only dealing with the elect, there's an elect within the elect. Okay? The Israel, matter of fact, give me that in Galatians. That's the way you say it, brother. Give me that in Galatians. Because you got guys like Nahana, Johanna, Yehana, whatever the hell you want to call them, because that name doesn't exist. That's not a name. That's just, what do you call that? Syllables thrown around, thrown together, you know? But we're not like them. I lost my train of thought. Johanna and his men say we looking to save black people. First of all, we're not black. All right, we're not black. Esau came up with that bullshit, the black Hebrew Israelites. We ain't never call ourselves black Hebrew Israelites, man. As opposed to orange Hebrew Israelites. You know, green. Where's the green Israelites at? You know, where's the purple Israelites? Oh, well, they are purple. They are purple Israelites, but there ain't no such thing as black Israelites. Okay, they're Israelites, man. And when the Muslims, the religion of Islam came to America with Farrakhan and them and Elijah Muhammad, what did Esau call them? The black Muslims. Like you got orange Muslims, you know? Yeah.
This is Galatians 6:16. And as many as walk according to this rule, peace be on them and mercy and upon the Israel of the Most High.
Talking about there's a certain, you have Israel whole, but then you got a certain chosen elect of Israel. Scriptures say in Matthews, many are called, but few are chosen. Chosen goes back to the word elect, eclectus, which means the choice of something, the best of something. So we're the best. Of all Israel, we're the best. And Great Millstone is the top, is the cream of the crop. Okay? Is the top of the top.
The next scripture is Malachi. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It says, behold my servant whom I uphold, mine elect, in whom my soul delighteth. I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles.
And those Gentiles, well, we're reading out of what? We're reading out Okay, he shall bring judgment unto the Gentiles. It's talking about the mother nation. We're gonna judge them. Matter of fact, go from there to Psalms 149, and what is it? Go to the 5th verse.
Yep, that's the scripture right there. So basically, when you learn, that's what the scriptures say. Get wisdom. Wisdom is a principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all that getting, get understanding, so you can know when to differentiate between the real Gentiles and the Israelite foreigners.
That's right. Psalms 149:5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute the judgment, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord.
So what is that talking about? The Israel of God out of Chicago? It's talking about they're gonna be chained up. They're gonna be shackled up. They're gonna get their ass kicked. We're going to tell them what to do, and they're going to tell them to do this, do that, and they're going to do it, man.
That's it.
Rob, slave, Rob Karab. Slave, get S-L, was it S-L-A-V-E? Slave, get that. Slave, get that.
Right. The next scripture is Malachi 1:11.
Malachi chapter 1, verse 11. For from the rising of the sun even unto the going down of the same, my name shall be great among the Gentiles, and in every place incense shall be offered unto my name, and a pure offering, for my name shall be great among the heathen, saith the Lord of hosts. Right. So now that's talking about the Israelite foreigners, because that's who the Lord's name is upon. The Most High's name ain't upon no crackers or whatever the case is. Psalms 140, 19 and 20, the water, right? The Lord said, as for his... Yep. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, because Elder Menachizak just said that, that the name of the Most High is not upon those heathens. This is Isaiah 63:17. O Lord, why hast thou made us to err from thy ways, and harden our heart from thy fear? Return for thy servant's sake the tribes of thine inheritance. The people of thy holiness have possessed it but a little while. Our adversaries have trodden down thy sanctuary. We are thine. Thou never bearest rule over them. They were not called by thy name.
Yeah, that's heavy, man. And if I may say this, man, all you guys that get caught up into not understanding who the Gentiles talking about, that means your foundation was never built up, man. Because this is a foundation scripture right here, one of the milk scriptures when you first come in. Psalms 147, verse 19. It said, he showeth his word unto Jacob. And we all know that the word is talking about the Bible, the Holy Bible. It says his statutes and his judgments unto Israel, meaning what? All the laws and commandments that's found within the Bible. It showed it unto Israel. Verse 20. He hath not dealt so with any nation. Meaning what? All of the other nations outside of Israel. The heathens, the true heathens. It says, and as for his judgments, meaning what? The prophecies, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. So that right there will tell you that Edomite would never be able to be saved. All right? And the Most High would never ever put his name on them. Because why? He didn't show his word into them. He only showed it into Jacob. Okay?
Which proves Cornelius was an Israelite. It goes right back into the same
so
circle.
Why can't they get it?
Because they're not, Amos 3 and 7.
They're not part of the elect.
They're not
They didn't receive the secrets of the Most High.
Yep. Because
so Barak, you didn't receive the secret.
Yep.
Johanna, you didn't receive the secret.
Gone.
Okay. So all your followers, they didn't receive the secret. Okay. Nate, you didn't receive the secret. Okay.
Yep. Hence, and just to throw this, and that proves that you're going to have Israelites amongst the other nations as we were going into. Like these guys say, we got Edomites in our camp and this, that, and the other.
Well, when they say that, that means they can't. They don't have spiritual eyes, man.
Gone.
They don't have spiritual eyes.
Gone.
they see Blake Griffin or his son,
Yeah.
they'll say, well, that's a crap. They see Blake
Yep,
Griffin's son walking down the street without, because you'll know Blake Griffin.
Yeah,
you know. But you see his son walking with his wife or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't see Blake around.
Yeah.
You gonna say that's a little cracker baby
Yep.
right there, man.
Yep, that's right.
This guy Andre Ward.
Andre Ward. Yeah.
Showed a picture of his father,
They're gonna say
and
he's
you can see
Edomite.
the facial features. It look just like
Yeah.
him, but he looked like a Edomite.
Look,
So you're
Edomite.
gonna say, well, that means
Andre Ward.
Andre
the Edomite.
Ward is an Edomite. Man,
Yeah.
Andre Ward kicking ass. He haven't lost a fight since he was 12 years old,
That's
man.
right.
You,
That's right.
you mean to tell me Edomite gonna do all
Nah,
that?
Esau ain't doing that, man. Jake is the
the
warrior.
guy
Yeah.
in Rocky, Pretty Ricky Condon.
him, he's a
that
Jake.
dude. What's his name? Anthony Bellows.
Yeah, in real
He's
life,
an actual
yeah.
fighter.
Yeah.
He might look like an Edomite. That dude's a Jake,
Come on, man. That's an Israelite, man.
That dude's a Jake. I checked him out, man.
Yeah.
I checked him out.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
he's the same. The way he was in the Rocky and the Creed,
Yeah.
that's how he is in real life, man.
Yeah,
He'll punch you in the face, man.
Yeah.
He's wild like that. You know, that's why they chose him to play that role, man.
Yeah. That dude's an Israelite. He's from Liverpool, right? Yeah, which is the same place the Beatles are from. Same town, I believe, right? Liverpool. Yeah. And so you're going to have brothers. And a little while earlier, y'all was mentioning about the brothers in a certain part of Africa.
Oh, East Africa. Because we know that you have a lot of Israelites from West Africa.
Yeah.
Because we were brought over here from slavery. I mean, from Africa to serve slavery. So a lot of the Israelites stayed back there, man.
Yeah, that's right.
The onslaught of the Roman Empire during the Flavian dynasty. We had to scatter and run into Africa, and we went as far west as we could, man.
That's right, man.
And that's where we were gathered. But you have Israelites that's in other parts of Africa too.
That's right. That is, you
know?
Yeah.
And y'all saw that movie Concussion?
I haven't
You
seen
see
it
that
yet,
movie?
man. I haven't seen it yet.
Hey, brother, the dude that played the doctor, which is this guy,
Smith.
Will Smith, his wife, she's supposed to be Kenyan, man. Man, ain't no man on the planet gonna turn her down, man.
I got to see the movie.
Hey,
man.
brother, ain't no Edomite, ain't no Moabite, man. That was a beautiful woman, man.
Yeah, I gotta
you
see
know,
it, man.
a gracious, beautiful woman. So she had to be an Israelite,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. He was supposed to be an
He was
African
supposed
guy.
to be a Nigerian. He's an actual guy, man.
Yeah.
You know? And then when he would do his, I ain't going to tell you the movie, he would actually play like Al Green or Jake. But he's from Africa.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, and Tazaria, he said the little...
Tazaria don't know nothing, man. He don't know nothing, man.
Yeah.
Where you from, boy? Yeah. I'm from Nigeria. You can't come to the cookout. You can't have a piece of chicken.
Yeah.
Like I said, the man, he's a young boy. He's a young boy. He's an overgrown boy, man. That's all he is.
Yep.
Look, the Most High gonna discipline you, man. Okay, you gonna be I gotta come in that Lahab spirit. Look, the Most High gonna discipline you. Okay, he's gonna dip you.
Yeah, and you're gonna get pints, and you're gonna get put to death.
Well, that dude's a Hevite, man.
All right. Back to the Zondervan's Compact Bible Dictionary. It says, under conditions of peace, considerate treatment was accorded. Let me read it again. Under conditions of peace, considerate treatment was accorded Gentiles by the Israelites under Old Testament law, e.g., Deuteronomy 10:19, Deuteronomy 24:14 and 15, Numbers 35:15, Ezekiel 47:22. Men of Israel often married Gentile women, of whom Rahab, Ruth, it says Bathsheba, but she was an Israelite.
Uriah the Hittite was an Israelite that lived among the Hittites, man, in Canaan.